Hey everyone, welcome back to another Linux tutorials. Today we are diving into the Systemctl command on Rocky Linux, a key tool for managing the system service. Whether you are a system administrator or a developer, mastering the Systemctl is essential for controlling the services and managing the system states and troubleshooting. While we will be using Rocky Linux for this tutorial, keep in mind that Systemctl works for the same way across all modern Linux distribution, including Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, and Debian. Let's get started. Let's see the manual page for Systemctl. Systemctl is a command line interface for interacting with systemd, which is the system and the service manager on most modern Linux system, including the Rocky Linux. Systemd handles the initialization of the system, managing the service, and monitoring the system states. Systemctl command allows system administrator to start, stop, enable, disable, and check the status of the service. When you boot your Linux system, systemd is the first program that runs and responsible for initializing the system. It is assigned the process ID 1, making it is the first process on the system. You can check with ps-p space 1. When you run ps-p space 1, this command will show you the detail of first process running on your system, which will be the systemd. You can see the PID is 1 for systemd cmd command. You can also use the ptree command to visualize the tree of processes where systemd is out at the top. Run the command ps tree 1. This will show systemd as the root of the process tree, managing all the subsequent process. Here is the systemd. Let's go over the most common systemctl commands using Apache Web Server HTTPD as our the service for this demo. When you run systemctl status HTTPD, you can see on my screen the systemctl shows the HTTPD service is disabled and the service is not active. Here you can see the service is not active. You can start this service using systemctl start HTTPD. Use this command to start the service that's not running. Check the status. Here you can see in my terminal the status of this HTTPD service is active and running. You can also stop the service by using systemctl stop HTTPD service. So check the status now. The service is inactive. Like this, we can use the systemctl file, systemctl command to start and stop the service and check the status. You can also use systemctl restart followed by a service name. Check the status. You can see the service is running. This command restart the service useful for applying the changes or recovering from an issue. After modifying your Apache configuration like httpd.conf file, you can restart the service to apply the new settings by using systemctl restart space and the service name. In our case, it is a httpd. And you can also use systemctl enable command to enable the service. Here you can see it created a symlink for httpd. This is very useful for enabling a service that ensures it starts automatically when the system boots up. On a production server, you will want Apache to start automatically each time the system restarts. So at that time you can use systemctl enable httpd. This is especially useful for a web server that needs to be up 24/7. And you can also check if this is enabled or not by using the status command. Here you can see the service is enabled. Earlier it was disabled. And also you can disable the service by using systemctl disable followed by the service name. Check the status. Now you can see it is disabled. After a reboot, the service will not get automatically started. So for that we need to enable the service by using systemctl enable followed by httpd. Let's see some additional helpful options such as systemctl is active httpd. Systemctl is active httpd. This command will check if the service is active without needing all the detailed output. The use case is for automation script. You might check if Apache is running. For that you can use this command. This returns active if running or inactive otherwise, making it a perfect for conditional statement in script. And the other command is systemctl list units type equals to service. This shows all the active service on your system. Use case is when managing a multiple service, you can use this to list all the running service including Apache. This gives you a snapshot of everything currently running. And the other command is systemctl mask httpd. This command prevents the service from starting even manually. You cannot start when the service is masked. The use case is if you are troubleshooting and need to ensure httpd cannot start while you are investigating, you can use this command, and this completely disable the service until you unmask it. The next command is systemctl reboot. By using this command, this will reboot the system, useful for critical updates. And the use case is after a major system update or changes to the kernel, or a reboot might be necessary. At that time you can use systemctl reboot command to reboot your system. I will not run right now. We need to see some other command as well. Systemctl halt. This halts the system without rebooting. If you need to power down your server for hardware maintenance, you can use this command. If you run systemctl status without specifying a service name, it will show the status of all active service on the system. This is useful for monitoring the overall health of your system and checking the status of all the service at once. Just press enter. You can see all the service. This will give you an overview of all running service, their status and any relevant logs. It's a quick way to check the health of your system, especially when managing a multiple service. In addition to the status, you might want to check the log of your service. To see the detailed log for httpd service, you can run command journalctl -u httpd. There is no any logs as of now. This will display the logs especially for Apache, allowing you to troubleshoot any issue that might not be visible in the systemctl status output. Systemd uses the unit file to manage the service. These files defines the behavior, startup and interaction of service with the system. They are crucial for controlling how your system runs service like Apache, MySQL, or even a custom scripts. Another important thing to know is where to find systemd unit files. These are the configuration file used to define and manage the service. Systemd unit files stored in one of these locations. In etc systemd system, custom and user defined unit files are available, and in lib systemd system, default unit file installed by the package, and user lib systemd is the another location for distribution specific unit files. To find the location of a specific unit file, you can use the following command: systemctl show -p path. You can run this command to find httpd service systemd file. This will give you the path to the unit file where you can modify it if necessary. This is the systemd file for httpd service. And also, if you are not able to remember this command, systemctl show -p FragmentPath and httpd, you can easily check systemctl status httpd. Here we can see you will get the actual path as well. From here also you can find the systemd unit file for a particular service. And that's it for this tutorial. We have covered some essential systemctl command using Apache web server on a Rocky Linux. These commands are invaluable for managing the system service, whether you are maintaining server or deploying the application or troubleshooting. Remember, these systemctl command apply to most modern Linux distribution, so you will be able to use them on other distro like Ubuntu or Fedora as well. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more Linux tutorials. Check out our other videos for more tips on system administrator. See you in the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.